This is Stephen Tyrone Coffee, um, doing my TBC Live Broadcast number 44. That's 44 live broadcasts I've done since I got started back in March. You know, I want to thank everyone, that's been involved with TBC at this point since we launched on the on March 21st of 2016. But through that journey, we have had some people that really haven't been active. But we thank them for just being a part of this awesome opportunity of that we um we continue on our quest to get rid of poverty worldwide. But I was just off of Randy's live broadcast, and I'm with him 100% because we're all leaders in TBC, at least the live broadcasters we know that we are. And it's important that, when I think about, I've been talking about live broadcast since I've been doing live broadcasts, and y'all know that I have. To see that a blog came out, that talked about the apple tree. It was a very long blog, but it was one of the best blogs I've ever seen. I've read it over and over again. This is the platform that they have chosen for us to get our voices out. Now, like I said, I'm only one voice. There are many voices out there in TBC. Juzanne from New Zealand, who's my moderator today. She's a voice. Sharon Weller of Australia, she's a voice. Gerard Windsor out of UK, he's a voice. Carrie Vapano, the Whitefish Lady on YouTube, she's a voice. There are many voices out here. The Bishop E, he's a voice out of Nigeria. Lawrence Maneki out of South Africa, the TBC president out there, he's a voice and a very good voice. Dan Luce is a voice in the Philippines. Doc Dan over in the Philippines, the president of he's a voice. I could say many more, such as David Jones of Barbados. He's a voice. See, there's so many people. Oh, Bitcoin Scott, he's a voice. It's so many people, that's doing such a great job. And I want to thank those that's already on this live broadcast. Thank you for supporting me. Like Randy said, I can't thank TBC, Randy, whoever to give me the little tidbits of accolade that they mention my name on their live broadcast. That just warms my heart because I'm only, like I said before, I use the expression, I'm not playing with TBC, and I'm not. I take it seriously in these live broadcasts. I'm doing my best to get it out. And I'm not saying, and by no means, guys and ladies, I'm not perfect at these live broadcasts. I never said I was. I've gotten a lot of positive, I've only got positive compliments. I have gotten not one negative comment yet. I asked everyone to, give me a thumbs up on this live broadcast. I just love everyone in TBC, particularly the people that's on. They always, every day, they on my live broadcast. And I do live broadcasts. Oh my God, my leader, Carrie Vapano out of Montana, the Whitefish Lady on YouTube. See, that's the person that I look up to. That's my leader. I knew Carrie way back on April 4th of 2017 when I went to her link and joined, with Crinkle Cash. I started watching her videos. I just want to speak of her just a minute. I started watching her videos and was so moved by her drive and her honesty and her sincerity. We had messaged each other at times, all about TBC, grown to be great friends, I know I'm going to meet her in person one day. I know I'm going to meet Randy one day. I'm going to meet Joe Stevens that's on here one day. I'm going to meet Sharon Weller one day. I'm going to meet everyone that's here, Bitcoin Scott, Sky, wonderful person over in South Africa. See, there's such good people here. Good people here. that are all voices of TBC. See, Randy can't do it by himself. He can't do it by himself. There's no way possible he can do it by himself. You know? I'm just crazy about this whole idea. This whole idea of having some, that what they're doing now. See, I knew all along without knowing 100%, but I felt that because looking at the track record of administration, how they do things. And I read between the lines when they said we'll get compensated for doing live broadcasts. I knew that was coming. I'm thinking maybe these leads will come later at some point that they talked about. But it's great that we're getting 1 million cookies for doing every time we do a live broadcast, and they're doing a retroactive back to March when they start on March 21st of this year, the live broadcast schedule. This is the 44th one. That's 44 million cookies. It's great. But you know what's greater to me? Is getting more and more people involved in TBC to educate them the proper way, to make sure they understand exactly what they're about to partake in, whether it's for them or whether it's not for them. Because see, when people come in TBC, when you start talking about money, their eyes light up. Because they're thinking what they can do with the money, not knowing this is not a bank, not a charity. It's something designed to build. And they're already using for goods and services like cars, homes, land. Merchants in Philippines using inside their stores now, buying clothes and other products. See, I believe, this is my vision. I believe that we'll be using this coin just like Japan is using Bitcoin as a payment processor for all their goods and services throughout Japan and surely in Tokyo. They're using that particular market-based coin more than any other country present right now. And they've been doing it since last summer. But when I think about where we've come, just in a little over 2-year time period, we've accomplished quite a bit. Oh, no one never said it would be easy. But to tell me, I can't think of any any program of any kind. I can't think of any program of any kind that have almost 3.2 million people, 3.1 and more people involved. I can't think of when you talk about cryptocurrency, I can't think of one that has a server that's going at laser speeds, transactions 1 to 3 seconds that we about to go into, from what I'm hearing. See, let me tell y'all something that I know. There is not one blockchain on the market right now that's moving at 1 to 3 seconds or 1 to 5 seconds or 1 to 10 seconds. They wanted Bitcoin to go that fast. And when it started, it was moving fast like that. But the popularity set in, more people got involved and still get involved. See, I'm not bashing Bitcoin and other market-based cryptocurrencies. I'm just telling you the comparisons there. From what I'm hearing and knowing what I understand blockchain technology, there's nothing like going to be like when we're moving over to migration. Now, yes, we're not. A lot of us leaders are not rushing trying to get migrated over, because we're trying to get people involved in this as much as we can, and we're praying that tech support is doing their best behind the scenes and trying to get our transactions confirmed. I know that a lot of people are having problems right now. I'm setting up people. There are people that's in Nigeria and in South Africa, believe it or not, that are interested in coming on my team, and I'm here in the U.S. Can you believe that? And I told them about Lawrence Malecki. I told them about the leaders over there. But they've obviously been watching my live broadcast. See, you don't know who the people who are watching. Some of my Facebook friends that's in those countries are getting their people watching me like in a group. You see, you never know who's watching you. They see that this guy is serious about it, serious about reaching people. If I could get over right now, if I could get over to Uganda, and if I was with Mary and James, see, I know these people. I know the whole family. I would have loved to have been with the whole family and went over there to help to get the message out. Wouldn't it be nice to have some people from Uganda on that cruise ship next year? You see, I have vision. I think ahead. I think about what we can do to help people, to lift people up. Because see, what you don't understand, so many people have been down for so long in so many different countries. Just not Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, it's all over. Philippines. There are some poverty-stricken areas in every country on earth nearby. You probably say, oh, not in Dubai, not in Abu Dhabi. I guarantee you there's an area that everything looks like it's so rich and so pure and everything, right? That's all you see. And I love that country, by the way. It's one of my favorite. But it's some poverty everywhere. I can walk, not even get in the car, I can walk down the street and find poverty. Within 5 minutes away, there's poverty. I would love to, at some point in time, to get a building where I can just speak to a lot of people about this billion coin. And you know one thing that I'll be talking to people about? I'll be talking about mindset. Because see, I believe it or not, a lot of people before they even get into TBC, we got to find out what their thinking is like. What their thinking is like Randy was saying, what your thought process is like. Because we've been oppressed so long by the elite, the people that's in charge of everything. And it's all this money driven. There's so many people out there that's just, you know, they're just out there that we need to reach. But I want to thank so much to see Carrie here on this live broadcast. She's busy. She can't be at everybody's broadcast, nor can she do a live broadcast as much as some of us have done. Some people have jobs. Some people got going things, raising a family. There's a lot of reasons. I'm not trying to make excuses for them. It's just life happens for people. I fully understand. But behind the scenes, if you've seen how many videos that Carrie has done, the Whitefish Lady on YouTube has done, you really need to subscribe to her YouTube and watch them all. You're practical to me. A lot of us are doing. They haven't subscribed to other people on this live broadcast. To if you don't do that, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're missing out on something that you can learn. You know, one of the reasons why I like supporting my other leaders live broadcast, like Jules, like Sharon Wellers. Now, I know that they'll come on real early in the morning. Sometimes I miss them, but guess what I always do? I always go back to listen. I always go back to listen to it. And they are great. Because I'm learning what their take is on what's going on in here in the TBC community. What they're taking, what they think we can do to help our cause, where we can get it better. How they're seeing, how their vision is. Bitcoin Scott, he's now doing it in his native language as well as United States, English. Mom's Magnet, Chantel, she does it in Dutch. Edwin over there in the Netherlands, he does it in Dutch. These people are getting it done out here. Now, for me, I don't know how you all feel, but if they give me a dime for doing that live broadcast, I still would do it. Because see, like Randy and like myself and like several of us, when I signed up for TBC back on February 24th of 2017, I had known about it back in the first week of December when I discovered it in December 2016. I just didn't get on a board immediately. But when I started to dissect it, and when I started reading about that mission, that is what sold me. Yes, the money was enticing, but I wasn't so concerned. I was concerned about what it was going to do to help people. Because see, I believe that's what my awesome God want me to do. We can go a whole lifetime not knowing what our awesome God expects of us, what we think. But when you pray like I do, it's like like I woke up and I knew what I had to do. And then TBC came around. I said, oh, this is a perfect vehicle to reach people. Because see, I believe we all got it here. It's something here that we got to ignite. It's like we got to turn it on. Because see, a lot of people got that special thing in their brain turned off. They've listened to too much garbage and come through these ears, and they didn't internalize it, and it's in their brain, and it make them view things the way things should not be viewed. And that's where negative conversations start to build. Exactly, Sharon. I agree with you 100%. We got to wake up. We sincerely have to wake up. Well, we got to step up to the plate. In baseball, you come up to a plate with a bat, right? There are a lot of people, if you batting 500, you're doing well in the major leagues. But there are some people in TBC, guess what they're doing? They're striking out. They're striking out. Because every time you do not spread the awesome opportunity TBC to someone, you're striking out. You're striking out. So let us not strike out in TBC. Let's hit a home run with this opportunity. Let's round these bases in TBC and come in for home. Let's knock it out the park. That's how I see it in TBC. Let's not take this thing lightly. Let's be serious about it. See, this is what some people say I be preaching. No, I'm not preaching. I'm just telling you like it is, how I feel. Let's just keep it going. Let's take it seriously. Let's not play with this thing. See, these broadcasters that we are, that's on this live that's on this, Lawrence is, let me tell you about Lawrence. I was in a store called Walmart here in the United States. And it comes flashing, it comes up on my phone automatically. I got all the YouTube set up and notifications come up on my phone. So I immediately, boom, right there. And I was sitting in a bench in Walmart waiting on a phone call from my son. And I'm sitting watching Lawrence Malecki, the president of South Africa in TBC. And he was awesome as usual. I love how he give his point across. He take his time. He's got what he's saying, is what he's thinking is coming out perfectly. There's some people here doing some awesome live broadcasts. That's all I got to say. I know that we can't see all of them, I know we can't see them all because they come all throughout the night. And although sometimes we may be sleeping, where it may be morning there or afternoon, lately, I don't know, maybe Doc Dan, I don't know if he's ill or what's going on because I haven't been seeing him lately, but something must be going on. I know behind the scenes they're busy. They're growing because they're well over 400 and what, 420 or 30,000 people that's in TBC. They're averaging like 1,100 people a day in TBC in the Philippines. Wow. Mm. All I can say is I'm blessed. I'm just blessed to be with you all. My main thing, my main thing today, my main thing to talk about is just our engagement in TBC. And one of the things I was talking about, like Randy, was the live broadcast. This is something we've been talking about since we started. The one thing that I haven't seen myself, is the increasing people signing up for live broadcasts. In fact, some days it's about stagnant at the same number, maybe about 10 to 15 to 20 people a day. We may have a little bit more one day, a little bit less another day. But I don't think I've counted over 30 people in one day in live broadcast yet. I could be wrong. I could be corrected, but I don't believe I've counted 30 people in one day doing live broadcasts in a 24-hour period. Those 40 slots, like Randy said, the 40 and the 40 backup and another backup should be there. It should be full. A lot of people have to step out their comfort zone. See, I'm not one, as you know, to sugarcoat things. I just tell like it is. See, it did surprise me. Don't y'all remember a blog? Let me just talk about the 1,000 cookies. I mean, the 1 million cookies, should I say. Don't you recall that blog that said it could be like leaving money on a table? see, I remember? And here it was yesterday. They posted it. Do you realize how much money is left on the table for not doing a live broadcast? Do you know what 1 million cookies is like? It's like over $80,000, folks. Do y'all know that? Do you like leaving that kind of money on the table? For some of you that really need to increase your wallets. Now, for me, maybe some people on this live broadcast that got plenty of TBC. But I'm not saying that for the money, so to speak. I'm saying it because for those that need to do it, maybe that's something they need to do, increase their wallets. So they can help people that want to come into TBC. See, I see it as having money in TBC, not so much as some people want to cash out. I see it as some people, hey, I can help you get involved. Maybe you need to purchase some TBC. And it always don't have to be by fiat, paper money. Maybe a good and service that you want to render, want to me to have. And I give you some TBC. I mean, transfer some TBC to your wallet. But it's one thing I don't do. The first thing I ask them, if they signed up, have you by any chance, we told you about that $10 fee. Have we gotten that done yet? And so for people that don't know about it, if people that don't know about it, make sure that you hold on just a moment, folks. Make sure I'm back. I had a little technical difficulties there. Make sure that you are helping those people understand how important that $10 annual subscription to your Comcast back office is. Now, for me, and like Gerard and Randy and a lot of people probably, and maybe even Carrie, they probably had to pay theirs all over again. They're probably already paid theirs the second time around. Mine is coming up on the 15th of actually next week, next Tuesday. I have to pay mine again. I think my sister's coming the week after. So that's a yearly thing. I'm already prepared. See, for those that don't know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Don't try to pay it with a credit card. 9 times out of 10, it will not work. Oh, good, Juzanne. That's good to hear. We had 37 today. That's the highest I've ever known. It's known it to be. See, I didn't count it today. I didn't have a chance to count it today. But it's still very poor, just like she said. We almost was there. 37 is not too bad for out of 48. But the backups are not getting filled. Just like we got almost 40,000 people with send buttons, only 5,000 to 7,000 I'm going back and if you're not there at the send button meeting, at least you're going back and watching and putting a keyword in, because you will not get a keyword now unless you watch the video link. And you don't have a long time to do it. If you don't see it Monday morning or all day Monday, it's usually taken down by maybe by noon the next day. I tell people on my team, make sure if you're at work, go back and watch. And people on my team message me. I've seen it. See, we have to lead by example. Lead by example. Well, I'm at the end, near the end of my time now, according to my time on my cell phone. Thank you, Carrie, for being here, and Dinah Gordon, always here. Thank you so much, Bitcoin Scott and Gerard, and Gerard, you're a genius, man. I'm glad to be one of those people that have done over 10 live broadcasts. I would love to be in that group. I would do it if I didn't get a penny for it. I really would. It's just me. Dakota Williams. Wow, got some people here. So I want to thank everybody for being here today. And make sure, by the way, that after you finish your live broadcast, copy the URL and put it into the testimonial page in Crew Cash back office, or on the testimonial page of both has testimonial pages of the TBC website, because our TBC administration is watching these live broadcasts. So make sure you put them there. Make sure you and get this. When we saw Carrie there made the blog again today, get this. They had to see it. They had to see her live broadcast. They had to see it. That was proof right there. When they saw mine on April 4th and 5th, recognized me, they had to see it because I posted in the testimony page. That's how they found out about me. So they're watching us. Keep doing a great job, our broadcasters. Keep doing a great job. Keep up the great work. What if you can't do it every day? That's okay. If you're doing it 3 times a week or twice a week, if you just can't do it no more than once a week, that's great. Well, I'm so sorry, but we're coming at the end of this broadcast. Came a little late, my friend, but when it's over, you can go back and watch it again. I ask that if you already for those that's not here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do one every day. I've already scheduled myself for tomorrow at the same time. Dudes, I hope that you can be here tomorrow for my I don't know, because Mary's on the plane. They're on their way back now. I'll let you know, because I need to get with her to see if they made it back safely, because she may decide to want to get back into her role. But I want to say, Jules, thank you so much for what you have done, and Sharon, as well as you as well. Sharon Weller, she's helped out as well. Thank you so much for being my moderator on my live broadcast. I just love everybody here today. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with this said, keep engaged, keep pushing forward, keep talking and getting the word out, and just look and just think of what's ahead with us in TBC. Have that vision. Look ahead at us using that coin for goods and services around the world. Who knows? We may surpass some of those other market-based coins like Bitcoin. Who knows? That could happen. With our growth, we got to turn it up a little bit more. Oh my God, some more people just arriving. Well, I'm so sorry that I'm about ending. Okay. You know, I've been kind of going over my time a lot lately. I got to tone it down back to my half an hour or so. So I want to thank y'all for being here. And remember, I'm going to say it again, for those that's just arriving, when this ends, you can play it right back and listen to it again. And I'm going to say this again. Please give me a thumb up, on this, or either put a comment down as well. Some people putting comments. Wow. Listen to this. And I'm one of those 18 that you just put. Only 18 slots booked for tomorrow. Did you hear that? Only 18 slots are booked tomorrow already. Come on. Let's get out there. And particularly if you're used to doing it at a certain time slot that's good for you, are you gonna let somebody come and take that spot that you normally doing it? Come on. Oh, I want to mention one other thing that I missed. On June 1st, it's going to be required that you have to pay to be a part of our community. You have to pay a $10 fee. Did you hear that? I knew it was coming because people won't get it. They're thinking, well, I just can do this for free. I can just get in TBC for free. I don't have to pay anything. Do you realize how much it costs to just keep our Creole Cash back office going each month? Oh, gosh. Get the word out. Tell them to read that particular blog, particularly near that end. They need to read the whole thing about the apple tree, but read the end. If you haven't paid that $10 fee or wallet fee or whatever, your coin will not grow. You're just not going to be involved in TBC. So a lot of people sitting on the fence. Mom just got here. Chantel, thank you so much for arriving. I was just talking about that we're required to pay that $10 fee. It's already been required, just that they're not letting people just walk through anymore. Okay? So with that said, I want to thank everyone for being here. It's just been awesome being with you all every single day that I do live broadcasts. It's been a pleasure. And I will be supporting many live broadcasts, as many as I can. Remember, later on tonight is always Dan Lutz. Just go down and you'll find it right down in his schedule. He's another powerhouse in this thing. Y'all gotta listen to him and support him. I see Don and myself there a lot of times. And Sky sometimes I see her there. Some people I see people there. Jules sometimes is there. Everybody that's here should be supporting Dan Lutz. He's one of the great leaders that's been a leader for a long time in TBC. So y'all have a great day. This is Stephen Cuffey signing out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.